Ah, the beach. There's nothing quite like the beach for fun and relaxation. A place to spend time with friends. Or, if you don't have any friends, enjoy a good book instead. But it is also full of dangers. Sharks, jellyfish, discarded plastics, and the most dangerous of all, the sun. Wait, you did bring your sunscreen, didn't you? But sunscreen is the easiest way to protect your skin. Do you know what your ancestors had to do? At first, their only option was to put on more clothes. Then they started using a primitive paste similar to mud. Finally, the first ever sunscreen was invented in 1944, but it was red, sticky, and gross. But wait, why do we have to protect our skin at all? Well, ultraviolet radiation emitted by the sun is classified into 3 types: UVA, B, and C. UVA, with the longest wavelength, has the least energy and is the least damaging to skin. UVB has a shorter wavelength and causes more damage. Finally, UVC, with the shortest wavelength, carries the most energy and is the most harmful. Lucky for us, UV rays must first pass through the atmosphere, which is our best line of defense. Molecules that make up the atmosphere, like ozone, oxygen, and carbon dioxide, absorb and reflect UV rays. Clouds, made up of water vapor and small particles of dirt called aerosols, also absorb and reflect UV radiation back into space. This armor stops all UVC and about 90% of UVB rays. But we are still at risk from the 10% of UVB and all of the UVA rays that make it to our skin. One of the main dangers of ultraviolet radiation is the way in which it damages the DNA in our cells. As you may recall, our DNA is made up of 4 main nucleobases: adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. These are arranged in a double helix structure. Normally, the nucleobases aren't directly attached to each other. This allows the helix to be unzipped for DNA replication. Here we can see 2 adjacent cytosine nucleotides. Ultraviolet radiation catalyzes a reaction in which the 2 bases become linked, forming a 4-membered ring. This is called dimerization. Dimers present a serious problem since they prevent DNA from forming a helix. This can cause mistakes during DNA replication or prevent replication altogether. This is one of the main causes of skin cancer. So how does sunscreen prevent this damage from happening? There are 2 main types of sunscreen: organic, consisting of long chains of carbon atoms, and inorganic, which are usually made of a metal oxide. Let's consider organic first. Organic sunscreens absorb the energy in UV rays so that they cannot cause damage. This is similar to the way a lightning rod works. One of the main dangers of lightning strikes is the possibility of fire. But in buildings equipped with lightning rods, the energy is absorbed by the rod and redirected harmlessly into the earth, preventing damage to the house. This molecule is called oxybenzone, one of the most common ingredients in organic sunscreens. You'll notice it has an extended series of carbon-carbon double bonds, or pi bonds. This is called conjugation. Conjugated systems absorb specific wavelengths of light. When this happens, the electrons in the conjugated pi system are promoted to a higher energy molecular orbital. Promoting electrons to higher molecular orbitals requires energy, which takes it away from the UV light. In this way, it prevents it from damaging your cells. Inorganic sunscreens work in a different way. These usually consist of a metal oxide, such as titanium oxide or zinc oxide. They work by reflecting light rather than absorbing it. Much like a shield prevents incoming damage from arrows, so inorganic sunscreens protect your skin from incoming rays. As good as sunscreen is for us, there's evidence to suggest that it may not be good for the environment. Zinc oxide reacts with water to produce hydrogen peroxide, which can cause oxidative damage to marine life. And you might think that organic ingredients are better for the environment, but oxybenzone has actually been linked to coral bleaching. It has been estimated that 1 drop is enough to endanger 4 million gallons of water. Even so, sunscreen saves lives. According to one Harvard study, sunscreen was shown to reduce carcinoma, a type of skin cancer, by 40% over a 4-year period. So what do you say we go get that sunscreen? There you go. Now go have some fun.